Let's go over to our watch list here for the day to give you some ideas, things you might want to look at. This one's kind of fun. Remember, there's no show tomorrow and there's no show on Monday, so I wanted to leave you with some ideas that maybe you could look at, things that you may consider in terms of maybe doing a little research, see what you think. Here's the deal. What we're talking about today is a list of stocks that are most likely to announce a split next. We had Tesla, we had Apple, we had a handful of other names, and which ones are next, right? So companies like to split their stock when obviously price is rising, but also they're optimistic about the future. Changes nothing about the stock other than the price. Remember that. Doesn't change the fundamentals. It doesn't change the way the company does business. It's just a split, just to lower the price overall. Now, historically, when a company announces a split, and I covered this before with the Apple thing, when they announce a split to the day they actually split, those stocks tend to outperform the market, right? The S&P. So it's something we want to take a look at. The average gain for a stock that reports a split between the report date and the actual date that they split is 3.5%, median 2.4%. Those stocks are positive 77% of the time. Those are good stats, right? If you're not familiar with the numbers, you're just like, what was he talking about? Those are good stats. That's something we want to know about. So what I did is I put a list together of stocks that are most likely to split next. The first one on the list is Intuitive Surgical. It's had a great run. It's getting a little bit pricey here. Intuitive Surgical split in July of 2003 and October of 2017. Could they be the next ones to come up? I think so. That's why they're on the list there. We'll see what happens. Netflix is no stranger to a split either. 2004, 2017. In 2015, they did a 7-for-1 split. You might see something like that with a Netflix again, especially since they've been kind of out of favor, not really talked about a whole lot lately. Nvidia has been a beast. It's been a great mover. We had price targets raised to 650 yesterday, highest targets on the street, and it's starting to pull back. But if overall this strength continues, you've got Nvidia, which has done 1, 2, 3, 4 different splits. The last one was in 2007. They did a 3-for-2 split, so a little bit different there. They are no stranger to a split, something you want to maybe take a look at if they announce as well. Adobe, it's a strong stock already. If they announce a split, could be even better for the stock. If we look at Adobe, they've done a split in 2000. They did a split in 2005, a 2-for-1 split. That's their go-to, is a 2-for-1 split, so they don't split down to $100 or something like that. So maybe one to look at there. IDEX, if you're going into that category, horrible day for these guys, down 6% on the day. But if we look at them, they've done 2 splits, 2007, 2015, both 2-for-1 splits, maybe something that you want to, I don't know, just one to put on a list there. All right, there we go. Ansys pulling back, very strong. Obviously, optimism is good for these guys. Performance has been good for these guys as well. If we look at them, they've done 2 splits, 2004, 2007. That's one to consider there. And United Health, no stranger to a split either. They've done a total of 3 in their life. This one goes on the bottom of the list because they're not performing as well. The sector itself is not performing as well. It's a little bit quiet right now, and you can kind of see that by the price of the stock there. But United Health split in 2000, 2003, 2005. It has been 15 years since they've done a split. They always do a 2-for-1 split. And so that's a different way to look at a watch list that maybe nobody else is going to tell you. Maybe that's not something you're going to learn elsewhere. And so just wanted to point that out for you and see if that's something that you find helpful. Let me know.